Hello, everyone. It's the 2015 United States Curling National Championships, and it's on usacurl.org. My name is Joe Calabrese, and alongside me is Sean Murray and our producer, B.A. Brian Anderson. Hey, it's Valentine's Day, and if you love curling, this is the week for you. We've got our first draw this afternoon, and it's going to be Team Christensen versus Team Sormunen.
Yeah, it's going to be a really good game. These two teams are ranked 2 and 3 respectively. Sormunen 2, Christensen 3 in the country in terms of points, and we should have a really good treat in this opening draw.
Well, let's meet the teams.
Hi, I'm Corey, skip of Team Christensen. My lead is Taylor, second is Mackenzie, and third is Sarah. Hi, I'm Eileen. I am the skip of Team Sormunen, and my lead is Vicky Persinger, second Tara Peterson, third Monica Walker.
So as you can see, game just got started. We've got a center guard up. The teams are getting going here. Let's go over the rules. So each game is 10 ends. Each team plays 8 rocks per end. Only one team is allowed to score in an end. A rock can only be removed from the free guard zone after the 4th rock of an end has been played. The team closest to the pin in the house after all the rocks of an end have been played is the team that scores, and the maximum number of points the team can score in an end is 8. We are playing thinking time here, and we'll talk a little bit about that, and each team gets 38 minutes of that.
And judging by the first couple of rocks being played, you can see clearly what the style is. Corey playing the red rocks and throwing first through a center guard. That means she wants to get right into it and generate some offense, maybe get a force or even a steal. Sormunen having the hammer by not going around and drawing into the wings. She clearly wants to keep it clean.
So as you can see, Sormunen has a hammer here in the first end, playing the yellow rocks. Christensen, without the hammer, playing the red rocks.
Yep, go. Great throw.
Taylor
Beautiful.
Makes a hit and roll and sits just behind the button.
Center, so for the T-line. What kind of weight? 10?
Looks like a hit and roll to the side is the call.
Please. 10.
Now, Sean, this goes right to what you were saying in the opening here. The Sormunen was trying to keep this end kind of open.
Yeah, and with that rock being pretty much fully open, especially on this really swingy ice,
You got this.
she's going to try to keep it as clean as she can. Corey is going to want to make sure she stays in the rings because the moment that she rolls out with a hit, I can bet you Eileen's going to go up and peel that center guard off.
Mm-hmm.
So this is
Whoa,
Mackenzie Lank's first shot.
close, yep. Whoa, clean. Whoa, just clean. Okay, nice throw.
Makes a hit and stick. Doesn't really make a roll anywhere. And again, even where she wants to roll is an indicator of how she wants to play. Doesn't want to roll behind the center because Corey will freeze to it all day. So asking Tara Peterson to hit and roll to the outside.
Clean, yep. Yep. Good throw.
Makes the nose hit. Rock's creeping up a little higher in the house. That's a good roll here will really force the issue. If the roll's made, you might see a run back attempted.
Close. Control. Whoa, close. Whoa.
We've gotten reports that the ice is pretty swingy, between 4.5 and 5 feet. Not seeing a ton of draws yet here, so it's a little tough to tell, but we'll keep an eye on that for you.
Yep.
Hit and rolls a little to the side. Pretty clean up and down end so far. We've also got mics on the game between Erica Brown and Debbie McCormick, so we may look in on that game from time to time.
Whoa.
We'll give you a rundown of all the games on all the sheets in just a second.
All right. Good throw.
So team's still trying to get a feel for how exactly to make a roll.
Putting a good center guard to waste here.
Whoa. Other way. Whoa.
Looks like it needs to curl up to stay in the house. That makes the hit. And it's going to spin right out of the house, and that's the opening that Corey's been waiting all in for very patiently. She's now going to duck around that guard.
Finally, a little offense. Should I be screaming for offense in the first end of the first game already?
Of course you should.
Okay.
Offense makes it fun.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So
Line's
this is
good. Whoa, if you can. Beat a little bit. Got some room. Whoa, if you can. Got lots of room. Whoa, gotta wait. Where? Whoa, whoa, close. Yep, yep. Hard now. Yep. Lots of room. Yep. Hard girls. Go, go, go.
Walking in there.
Yep, yep, yep. Go, 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 go,
trick
go.
is to get this
Yep.
buried.
Yep, yep. Hard.
What excellent weight
That's
there.
right, perfect top button and pretty well covered, but with this, as much as these rocks move, you can easily throw hack weight and get to the nose of that rock.
Yep.
This Corey Christensen team qualified to this tournament by virtue of winning the junior national championship this year. That's a new rule that was put in. The winners of junior nationals also qualify to regular U.S. nationals, adult nationals, I guess, in order to get them some arena ice experience in preparation for the World Championships.
Little roll to the side. And back to the hits and rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess that rock was probably just a little too deep.
Well,
more than anything else.
it was deep, but the thing is that on ice that swings like this, a halfway guard is going to be of only so much value.
Right.
You know, if you want to be in the 4 foot well protected, the guard really needs to be tight to the house that you can't get around it. And then at that point, teams will just play run backs.
Yeah.
So no, I wouldn't say it was too deep at all. I mean, you still have to throw the right weight and make
Right.
the shot, and
Yep.
that shot was just excellently played.
Yep.
So this is Corey's first rock of the end. She's going to try to make the roll back behind the guard.
Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Close, close. Yep, yes. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Makes a hit. It looks like it's going to come out the other side. So much finish in these rocks. These things are nice, sharp championship rocks. They really, really curl, even with hit weight. And if you wait just a beat, they can take off on you. So Eileen's only thought right now is to get out of blank this end. So you heard it. She'd really like to roll the outside because a nose hit will leave Corey a roll back behind the guard, and at that point, Eileen would be forced to take a point.
Yeah, if she rolls a little inside.
If she rolls inside, then Corey's going to come down and
To
freeze
freeze
on
on
her.
it, right.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So you
exactly.
definitely want to make sure you roll away here. But you also want to stay in the house, so not a whole lot of room for error.
With that rock drifting a little bit behind the tee line, that freeze and inside roll would definitely be available.
Yep. Yep, hard roll. Yep.
It's right on the nose.
Looks like it's going to have to hit and roll here.
Yeah, and as long as this rock gets mostly hidden, that will force Eileen to
Control again.
draw for one.
Is my weight okay on the last one?
She's not going to get any roll in.
Sorry.
But no throw through for Eileen. She's going to have to make the hit and roll out.
Yeah, well, that's what she's wanted all end.
That'll be pretty normal.
Take like here and
Throw your good 9.
yeah, and then 8.5 minus.
Yeah.
Pretty decent crowd here to start the championship. A few hundred probably.
Yeah, I would say between folks up in the bar here and watching in relative warmth.
Yeah. Relative is the operative word
Relative is definitely
for the whole
operative
state
word.
of Michigan, I think. But particularly in the broadcast booth.
Yeah, a little chilly up here. So, final stone coming down for Eileen Sormunen. Trying to hit and roll out in blank.
Yep. Hurry. Yep. All the way. Yep. Keep going.
Gonna be close.
Not sure he's going to roll. Oh, just barely hangs on. So that's going to be a score of 1 for Eileen Sormunen. Corey Christensen will get the hammer to start the second end.
Thanks to the generosity of the curling community, this web streaming is being brought to you live all week. At this time, we want to extend a special message and thanks to Bill Peskoff of the Plainfield Curling Club and Russ Lemke of the Cape Cod Curling Club, combined contributed more than half of the funds needed to ensure that you were able to watch the 2015 United States Curling National Championships live. Thanks to both Russ and to Bill. Without you, this probably wouldn't have happened.
2 real class acts, both of those guys. I
Absolutely.
know them decently.
Yeah, Bill's been a supporter of ours for a while. We really appreciate it. Why don't we run through the other games that are going on? We got 4 other games, 5 games total.
Yeah, taking a look on sheet A, which is the game between
Patty Lank and Nina Roth.
Patty Lank and Nina Roth. It looks like Lank, looks like she's got 3 in the forefoot, mostly buried. And probably going to guard with what looks like her last. Nina's going to have a tough shot there to do anything. Game between Kate Burt and Joyance Michai on sheet B. Looks like Burt is laying 1 back 8 foot. There's a Michai stone in front of that.
Looks like they're trying to come around that to maybe freeze to that one in the back.
Yeah, I can't see how many rocks are left.
Yep. Line 7.
Over on sheet E between Kim Wapala and Jordan Moulton.
Don't know what happened. The end's over.
Looks to me like, well, the end between Erica Brown and Debbie
I'm sorry.
McCormick is over.
That's the one. I'm sorry. I'm looking on sheet
Yeah,
D, sorry.
sheet E, it looks like Kim Wapala is hitting, I would say 1 back 8 foot, and she's throwing, so this may be a draw for 2.
Line's good.
And on sheet
Whoa.
D, looks like Debbie McCormick took 1, stole one
one
rather,
first.
in the first, so she holds a 1-0 lead over Erica Brown.
Whoa, line.
And we'll bring up those scores for you in the sidebar as soon as Curling Zone's got them all updated after the first.
Whoa. For line. Okay, that's fine, Taylor.
Pretty standard opening here. Draw to the button. Corner guard. It's game on.
Yeah, both teams are going to try to get into it a little bit, perhaps. Corey definitely wants to get her deuce with that hammer. Just throws the corner, ignores the one in the top of the button.
Line's good. Line's good. Bring it 3.
Looking for a tight center.
Line's nice. Really tight. 2, 3. Line's good. Really tight. Line's
And with this much curl, this is a harder shot than it looks like.
Oh,
To place a
absolutely.
perfect guard on just 1 rock, it's really, really tough.
Although this
But-
is about
but
as
these
good as you
teams-
can do.
These teams make it look pretty easy, though.
Yeah.
Especially this current crop of
back a little bit.
high-performance
That's good.
teams. They've played a lot all season, done a lot of camps, a lot of practice. They know what they're doing out there.
So because of the free guard zone, that rock can't be removed with this stone. So Taylor Anderson's being asked to try to freeze or bump the stone in the on the button area.
Yeah, she'd be okay coming up a little bit short of it,
Whoa, line.
even just like top 8 foot.
Whoa.
Sweepers are calling out that it's heavy, though.
Whoa, gotta come. Whoa,
really-
8. Whoa, 8. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Really want to bounce off of this.
Gotta come. Get over.
This
Okay.
is just a
Good throw,
Just a-
nice swing.
just a pound heavy for Taylor. Not a bad shot, but it
Kinda like this other way.
does leave it open.
Okay, unless you got all this? Yeah, I got all of it.
I don't think there's any coming off of that one to get to the
You wanna play a heavy draw?
yellow at this
Here?
point.
Or just to this? I don't know. I don't mind coming this way and coming off it. That's fine. Do you like coming off it? Yeah.
This is interesting. So looks like they're going to try to play tap and roll.
Yeah, I don't think she wants to throw hit weight at this. She'd probably like to leave that stone around maybe as a catcher in the back. So she's just going to ask Tara to come down and just tap it a little bit.
Let her run.
Cross to the inside, tap and roll the button.
Pull, room.
I like these types of shots that have two great outcomes for you if you make them.
This needs to curl a long, long way.
We're on it still. Hold on. Girl, it's starting to come.
Looks like it has really nice weight, but doesn't quite get the angle, so it makes a tap, but still leaves Christensen sitting
How
second.
much do you have of this one?
What do you like here, Sean?
Just tap it back a little bit.
I actually wouldn't be terribly
Reach to it's fine,
disappointed
too.
just peeling that center right now, because just a teeny bit congested for my liking, but I don't mind the freeze either. Even though that Sormunen rock is covering the pin, it's actually in a very, it's in a decent position for
Yep.
Corey, because she can freeze to it
Yep.
and be real, and any movement on it later
Where?
will leave them probably sitting
Line's
two.
good. Line's good. Where? Line's good. Close. Close. Reach to it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Gonna make a small tap.
Okay.
Not sure
What'd you
Corey's
got?
terribly happy with that, because it bounced off and
Yeah?
now leaves a hit and roll or even a double if it really comes up.
I don't know. What kind of weight?
So it looks like on sheet A, Patty Lank steals 3 in the first end against Nina Roth.
Looking for the hit.
And this needs
No
to come up.
jam.
Needs to come up to get off the back. It's coming now. Hit a
Oh,
small
nice.
roll and
Maybe not enough roll, but not bad.
All of it?
yeah, I think they can see enough to make a quiet weight double.
Maybe even hit and roll.
I like this. Probably just control.
I don't want to move the one off the button in the back.
Control.
The most important thing on this shot is just to leave your shooter in a really good position, somewhere that's
Whoa,
tappable.
Whoa, close. Whoa, whoa.
You don't really want to roll away at all.
Close. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Coming in nice. Looks like a really good shot. Next one bounces the other way.
Nice shot, Mackenzie.
That's a pretty good shot. Does leave the slash double, but I don't think Corey's too concerned about that.
Yep. 9-5.
So Monica Walker's first shot of the second end. Ooh, she's sweeping to make it
Over the
go
top.
by now.
Oh. Fortunately, missed her own stone in the back.
Yeah, I think that's what you saw Eileen turn and look at the back real quick, and I'm saying Monica must have been a little bit wide on that. Didn't hit where she wanted.
Over here? Yeah, that's not bad. 6, 7.
It's a pretty aggressive call. I like it.
Yeah, I think it's not bad. I mean, yeah, you're leaving the situation in the middle, but even if Eileen makes some kind of play there, She could roll away. She could leave some kind of double. This is kind of a way to
Where?
really secure
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotta
the
go
deuce.
behind.
Yeah, it's
Whoa,
likely
line
that
behind,
if
lean,
Sormunen
lean,
makes some
lean,
sort of
lean,
play
whoa,
on that,
if you
it's
can.
going to be, those rocks will be grouped together in some
Exactly.
way.
Exactly.
Whoa. Whoa.
So this has got to stay in the house.
It looks like it's down to the back one.
Yep.
It is.
Okay, that's fine.
That'll work.
It settles down in there for third shot, so that could very easily become a second point as this end plays out.
So Monica's got to be careful not to roll too far.
Yeah, it's a delicate shot because if you just hit half a rock and roll out, well, then Corey can just hit you, roll the wings, and boom, there's your deuce. But you also want to make sure that you remove this red, too.
Yep.
You certainly don't want to give Corey a chance at 3.
You don't want either of your stones rolling out here. A lot of weight on this.
I think that top one's gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that didn't tuck it under enough, I don't think. So Harris
No,
gonna
it's
have a good shot to
it's
hit and roll
pretty.
to the wings.
It's mostly open, and this is exactly the reason that Corey played the draw on her last one. Even though she only drew to sit third shot, that stone she placed over there away from the action is likely going to wind up setting up 2 for her this end.
Yep. You see, at home, people are always trying to be shot rock after every stone. You see, that rock was third shot rock. And
Yep.
It's a good chance for a deuce here.
You don't need to be shot until the last rock is played
Whoa,
out.
whoa, whoa. Whoa. Yep, go, go, go. Yep.
It's a little roll to the wing. But there's a hit and roll under here. There's a hit and a long roll.
Yeah, there's a couple different ways for Eileen to get out of this end. Either she makes the roll dead behind the center, that would be the best. If it's coming up a bunch, she can roll all the way over in front of the one on the right as we're looking at it and cut the end down that way.
Yep, yep, yep.
First to skip
Yep,
stones.
hurry. Yep, hurry. Hurry hard. Yes, yes, hurry. All the way hard. Yep. Hard, girls. Yep. Yep. All the way. Yep, 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 yep. Watch her roll. Yep, yep.
Roll. Ooh. Just a little bit over swept, actually. That didn't roll as much as they would have liked.
Kenzie, how much do I have? You gotta watch that.
It is an interesting spot
like
there
half?
because half a rock might
Yeah, I think so.
run into those other stones.
Straight here. Yeah.
You'd have to catch a very, very small piece of that to jam it over there. I mean,
Yeah.
You're talking probably a quarter.
Yeah.
So I think Corey's ideal shot here will be to just throw hack.
Oh, we gotta watch that other one too.
Probably just got to get fairly tight to the guard, but you keep the weight down. Throw hack, weight, hit half a rock.
I'm gonna throw hat.
Try to roll as little as possible.
Okay. Hack's probably like a, what, 60?
Saw Sarah kind of line it up to make sure that she knew what would be bad.
Yeah, I think she's trying to make sure she knows where she needs to not hit it to have it jam.
Exactly.
Close. Whoa, whoa. Close. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, Rita. Whoa, 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 Rita. Nope,
This
no
is
roll.
close to the jam, I think. Ooh. Well, no.
This is rolls out.
Okay, that rolls out, but that definitely gives Eileen an out now.
Yeah.
She could either draw around the center or just play the freeze, guarantee the force, but she's going to
If it gets out, it hangs, but once it's in it, you can kind of or on the high line.
she's gonna try to go for a steal here. I like it.
We haven't seen anything kind of over curl around a stone yet, so anything she kind of leaves half out there gives another chance for a jam. So this is Eileen's last stone of the end.
Line's good. Room. Line's good. Okay. Sit.
Looks like it needs to check a little bit. Sliding a long way. And did that stop in time? It's really close.
Our camera angle on this side is not as good as it normally would be, but it's not bad for this particular thing.
Yeah.
I think it might be yellow.
If I was going to guess, I'd say it's yellow by just a very little bit.
Yeah.
But even if it's close, you know, this being the hammer, you want to make sure you get 2, so I think you got to play it anyways.
Yep.
Just a quiet hit.
That's pretty much wide open.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It curls enough that card really should not be in play. Just a decent hack weight.
Shot.
Be fine.
Put a board at it. Oh, I guess I can see all of it. Yeah, I like board though.
So very, very patient shot calling and shot making for Corey. Pays off and a chance for 2.
Whoa, whoa, close, close, whoa, 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 yep.
Curls right up to the nose, no mistake. Nicely done by Corey Christensen. She gets 2 and takes the lead 2-1. Heading into the third end, Sormunen will have the hammer back.
In 2014, 80 curlers from 28 clubs met to share ideas and information, celebrate successes, and plan for the exciting future of our rapidly growing sport at USA Curling's inaugural Members Assembly. In 2015, we hope to attract more than 100 curlers from clubs across the country to the second annual Members Assembly, which will be held in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Mark your calendars for the third week of October.
I heard nothing but good things from people who attended that members assembly. A lot of good ideas shared and new friendships made, I'm sure.
So looking around, seeing if there's any other scores here.
Yeah, sheet B between Kate Burt and Joanne Smichai finished. They haven't posted the score yet. On sheet A, right in front of us, Patty Lanka throwing her final rock, throwing a hit on a wide open Nina Roth stone, and she's probably going to be sitting 3. Yeah. Yep. So Patty's sitting 3, and Nina has a very difficult draw with a 4-foot for 1.
It looks like Patty's come to play this first opening draw.
Top 4. Top 4.
It's back to the feature game here. Taylor Anderson looking to throw something in the top 4 foot.
Yep. You gotta go. Yep. Okay. Hey, sweet, Taylor.
Drops it right in. Gets a piece of the button. Eileen's not going to chase the deuce really hard just yet. She's asking Vicky Persinger to play the hit.
Yep. 10. Yep.
Sort of fits the game plan we saw from the beginning. Keep it open.
I'm not sure she's going to be sticking around here. Nope.
Same thing. All you. Mine's good right here. Whoa. Okay.
So it slides a little bit deep. Back corner of the 8. I don't think Eileen's going to be hitting that. She's going to throw a corner now. Nina Roth made her draw to the 4-foot, not an easy shot. So she gets one, but is going to hand the hammer back to Patty Link, and Patty's going to have a 2-point lead.
So with this rock in the back 8-foot, the corner guard's going to go up.
Yeah, it looks like Eileen didn't want to throw a corner with a stone that close to the button. She wanted to open up the scoring area a bit first.
Yep, finish it. Finish it hard. All the way over.
This might have
all the
been
way
wide to start with.
Yeah, that's not getting off the center line very much.
Like a 5-6. There we go.
Corey's just going to use that rock as a guard for herself.
Line's a little tight. Where?
Pretty close to the center.
Yep. Hard to line. Yep. Whoa, where? Where? 5. Line's good. 5-6. 5-6. Whoa, take a look. Just here. Whoa. Right off.
A little heavier than they thought.
Yeah, this is pretty toasty. It's almost back even with the other one. Yeah, that's guarantee you that is not what Corey wanted. Not two back there for Eileen to freeze on. Erica Brown took one in the second inning against Debbie McCormick, so that game is all knotted up. Jordan Moulton takes two against Kim Wapala in the second end of their game, so she leads 2-1. Still no score update from the
Looks like it was a
Burt
blank.
Meachai game.
Guessing it was a blank because it says after 2.
All the way, girl. Line's good. Hard.
There we go. This one over curls and wrecks.
Boy, Christensen's got a great opportunity.
Yeah, this is slowly turning into a bit of a mess for Eileen. She may have to start ripping guards if this is made properly.
Yep. Where? Wrong side. Where? 4. Line's good. 5. 4-5. Line's good. Well, if you can. Where? 5-4. Okay. Yep. Yep. Right here. Keep looking. Keep looking. Whoa. Keep watching.
Slides into the T line. So
Big thing, come off here.
things getting a little too congested for Eileen. She's gonna make a move up front. Probably try a straight run back. Get rid of one or two of these red Christensen rocks.
Whoa. 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 Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep.
Straight back. It's one, it's two.
Wow.
Almost gets all three of them going. Ooh, what a great shot from Tara Peterson. Almost a run back triple.
Yeah. Quick control.
Kind of hard luck to have that spill out in the open, but still a great shot. Corey needs to be a little bit careful that this doesn't over curl and maybe bump that tight yellow rock into the rings. A great shot like that turns the end right around.
Close. Yep. Yep. Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Close. Yep. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
All this is well played. No roll, though.
Well played and well called.
Yep.
Yeah, the roll would have been optional. Corey definitely wanted to make sure it didn't over curl. Couldn't afford to rub that tight one. But
Come on here. Let's get the inside. That's good.
I think it's worth going for this roll because unlike Corey, Eileen doesn't mind if it over curls a bit and pushes the tight guard into the rings because it'll probably be behind cover at that point.
10. 10.
Oh, maybe going for the double here. Gets the one. Chips over the
Oh.
top and
Amazing.
actually makes the slash double. And that was another option, so a little bonus there.
Yeah, 415 maybe.
Or as I've heard Vic Router say from time to time on TSN, a little bit of an excuse me shot.
Nobody ever gave back a point in tennis from a light cord.
That's true.
Where?
Very true.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Yep. Go,
Oh,
go,
this has gotta go.
Hard. Hard.
This looks like it's hooking really hard.
Yep. Line's really good, girls. Yep. Yep.
It's a good sweeping. I think they're gonna get it by.
Yeah, they're by. Now it's a matter of depth, I think. This is buried for sure.
Go, Taylor. Yep. Yep. Come on, Taylor. Go, 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 go. Good sweep, girl. Great sweep.
And they just drag that thing all the way to the top of the 8-foot. Pretty much covered.
Like the run? Let's do this here. Good.
High enough in the rings that, and you can't really throw a quiet come around hit. You just can't see enough. You're probably not going to remove it. So Eileen wants Monica to play the run back. They like to stick this. Makes the run back, but doesn't save the stone she ran back. It's going to give Corey the opportunity to play the come around again.
Like a 410?
So a 4:10 split time.
That means the ice is pretty
They're
fast.
getting a long ways, so keep looking up.
I think Brian's gonna try to get the stopwatch going here for you.
And you see it up in the upper left corner there of the screen. We clocked a 4:04.
Guys, room! Room! Line's good, Wolf, you can. Look up, Wolf. Swing! Go ahead, yep! Yep! Guys! Whoa, still got lots of room. Go now,
Almost
yep!
15 seconds hog to hog. Line is pretty good. This looks like it's
Finish
deep,
it
if
you
anything.
can.
Peeking through the other
Yeah,
side.
it's coming out the other side.
Not.
Almost
Yeah.
27 seconds.
Okay.
That's pretty quick.
That's some pretty quick ice. Over 4 seconds slides behind the tee line. That is fast.
They didn't sweep. I just swept a little bit. They went crazy.
Not a bunch.
Some music. Fix that. Game's not over yet. Sorry, it makes it more exciting. There we go. We won't hit that button again.
Not in the middle of the game, anyways.
No.
We got room.
So with that stone going deep, that does give Eileen Sormunen the chance to freeze, possibly set up a deuce still.
Boy, this has still got a long way to go.
That looks probably a little bit heavy would be my guess. Yeah, it's not curling where she wants. It's definitely heavy. Chaps off, spins to the back of the 8-foot for second shot.
Like just coming here.
Now, if Christensen can get around this, Sormunen's going to have no shot at 2.
Yeah, she'll have a really tough shot just to score at that point.
Exactly.
You had me here last time?
You could play ultra defensive and just hit that, but all you're going to do then is give Eileen a really easy pocket to just draw right to for
Right.
one. So
So I could probably just
she's gonna
She can mostly
Put-
bury this. She's going to be in good shape.
yeah get it 90% 80% buried, fully buried, and put some pressure on Eileen.
Whoa, little more line. Whoa.
cruising.
Whoa!
Looks like it has plenty of weight.
Lots of weight.
Whoa, Rita!
Plenty of weight and plenty of line.
Yep.
Come all the way back to that yellow one. Go. Yep. Yep. Hard.
I think she's just a little bit heavy, and it doesn't really stop where she wants. So now Eileen has that wall in the back of the forefoot to draw to get her one.
She just saw the right line. So
And
shouldn't be any problem.
follow that exact same line.
It's the only problem if I'm throwing it.
You got to be careful when you're drawing to backing. You don't want to think about, I'm going to throw it to the backing, because if you do that, you will almost always throw it heavy.
Okay, well then.
And if you throw it heavy, it's probably not going to curl as much as you want. So the trick is to give this to the sweepers. And this needs to curl.
It's trying. Stay with it. It's trying. Good throw.
Well, she threw it right to the backing, but that's what the backing was there for, to help her. So Eileen Sormunen draws for one. And that's going to tie the game up at 2 apiece. And Corey Christensen will get the hammer back, starting the fourth end.
Well, this year we've got a few new tricks up our sleeve here at 12th End Sports. We are going to try something different with our social media and involve you more in our product. We really feel like we're the most audience-involved webcast out there. And what we are going to do is put out a hashtag, 2015 Nats, on Twitter. Or if you go to the 12th End Sports Facebook page and post a message in the threads that are going to be posted each draw, you have the opportunity for your tweet or for your Facebook post to be put up on our webcast, just like Dave Franklin here, who's watching the Nats on his big screen using his Nokia Lumia 2520. You can see that picture right there. We'll pop the picture right up there. Listen, we have controls over these, so you can't just put whatever you want. But if you want to put out a tweet, ask a question of either Sean or myself or any of the other commentators we're going to have all week, this is your opportunity to do that. And we'll try to respond to them as best we can, either through the webcast or right on the screen there for you. So use that hashtag 2015 Nats or go to our Facebook page and post, and we'll respond to you whenever we can. We're going to check again around the 6th end break. So not the 6th end, after the 6th end. So if you have something, we'll check it then.
So score updates that I see. On sheet B, Joanne Smichai picks up her first point. Kate Burt leads that game 2-1 and has the hammer, starting the fourth end. Over on sheet D, Debbie McCormick picks up her second point of the game and leads Erica Brown 2-1. A lot of rocks in play on sheet E between Jordan Moulton and Kim Wapala.
Whoa, tons of room. Tons of room. Where? Whoa. Lots of room. Close. Yep. 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 Hard. Hard. Gotta be here. Yep. Yep. Go, go, go.
Looking to suck this right around that center guard.
Yep.
It's coming up late.
Is that pick or what?
Yeah, regular hand shoot pick.
Oh, okay. Saying it picked out of her hand and picked up some extra rotation, lost a little bit of speed. That does happen.
Sormunen doesn't want to leave that stone there, trying to take it out. Rare takeout by the lead.
Just by the guard, nose hits.
Leaves it in the free guard zone.
Yep, so Corey cannot hit that rock. He's just going to come around it.
Close. Where? Close. Yep. Yep. Yep.
6, 7.
Yep. Hard line. Yep. Yep. Hard. Yep.
diving towards those guards.
Okay, roll it over. Yep, hard
Not going
roll.
to get by.
Not bad.
A lot of junk out front.
Yeah, I'm sure Taylor is not very happy with her 2 shots this end. I mean, the first one picked, you can't really do much about that, but I think that one there, I think, was just a little bit light. They swept it quite a bit, and it didn't roll off the guard very much, so just a teensy bit on the light side, maybe.
They're trying to draw through this hole on the center line.
It sure looks that way.
Need a rub? Yep. Line's good. Hold, get rim. Stay with it. Get rim.
Look at all this curl. Really warping.
Sit. Good. Sit.
That's a really nice weight.
Pretty much right to the tee line. But Corey with hammer is going to open up the middle. Doesn't like how this is shaping up at all. I think if you get this on the right angle, hit about half of the top rock, you may drive the second one back onto the stone in the house. Ooh, this looks like it might miss there. Oh, dear. Right through the hole. Mackenzie maybe extending that one a little bit wide of the brush. And these rocks, as sharp as they are and as much as they curl at draw weight, with big weight and lots of rotation, they don't move at all. And if you're a little bit out, it's not going to come back. So she'd really like that one back.
So Tara Peterson gets a chance to cap that stone that was just thrown.
This is a nice opportunity for Eileen to get a second stone in the house and really put the screws to Team Christensen.
Hard for the rub. Hard for the
Oh, it actually misses the rub. Now
I know.
goes the one in the house.
Guys, I like the peel.
Looking open the front up again.
Close. Oh, just clean. Okay.
That's a much better shot from
Oh, man.
Mackenzie. Makes
Makes everything move.
clears pretty much everything out of play. You wasn't going to get both of them in the house, but now the only rock in play is that Sormunen rock that's top button.
Like right on the tee, so.
What looked like a possible steal is now very unlikely. Gonna have to make a really nice guard here.
Yeah, that's another thing about these championship rocks is not only are they sharp and curl a lot, they are also super balls. I mean, they bounce around on the ice with just so much energy.
Line's good. 3. Just want to pull it out. Okay. 4. 3, 4. Okay, line's good. Yeah, down to it. Yep. Threesome. Yep.
Calling out that it's heavy coming into the house.
Well,
This gives Corey a big time out.
Yep.
Sarah can hit these right in the pocket. Make them both fly. Shooter's probably going to spin forward somewhere. I've heard some folks refer to a double like this as a pair of pants.
Yep.
Yep.
I forget the explanation behind that. I'm sure there is one.
Close. Whoa.
This looks pretty good.
Makes
Yep.
1 and 2.
Look at it
And
bounce back
no
up there.
problem.
Nice.
Yep. So because it bounced to the left as we look at it, that means that it hit the right rock first and carried that way. So
Well, it was looking like a real offensive type of end.
yeah, and you know,
Back to hitting.
Mackenzie Lake makes a double peel and a pick off the button,
Yeah.
and suddenly it's looking like a blank. Just like that.
That's how quick it can happen.
9-5. Good throw.
That's what I like about curling. Mackenzie's first shot was about as bad as it could be. Her second shot was about as great as it could be.
Yep,
You know, and that's what makes you come back.
that's right. That's right. And one interesting thing that a club curler might not think about is they see a shot like Mackenzie made. half rock, double peel, pick one off the button, 4 rocks go flying out of play, and they think, oh, I'm going to go do that at my home club.
Right.
Except club rocks are usually not that lively.
Yeah, they don't
You
have
could
the
throw
same-
that same weight at the same shot.
Really hard.
You might not make any of the rocks leave play, or one at most,
Yep.
because they just don't bounce that much.
It tells you why these teams that are at this highest level, they go out and they travel the world. They go to find places that are going to have good ice, good rocks.
Yep.
Because when they get to events like this, they want to have that experience. If you're only playing at home, you never know if that shot's even available to you.
Exactly.
You know?
Right. Yeah, you never see it played. You never try it.
Right.
And, if you want to play at this kind of level, on this kind of surface with these kind of stones, you got to learn to throw the rock differently. And
Yep.
I speak that from personal
Yep.
experience. You just have to throw a lot of rotation. And if you don't travel and experience the surface, you just don't know that.
Yeah, this is not a curling club. This is a stadium, rink within a 3-stadium complex.
9.5. Okay. Good throw. You didn't time that. I didn't time it. So that might have seemed more like a 9.5. I bet. I am so awful.
So this end wide open. We can take a quick peek over at the situation in the game between Erica Brown and Debbie McCormick. Those are 3 brown rocks in the
A lot of
house.
trouble.
Play to makes.
Yeah.
Listening in now on McCormick.
No, it's. Try that.
Yeah, you've got Courtney George's first rock, and Brown is sitting 3 with the hammer, so McCormick in a little bit of trouble here. They were talking about whether to try to hit the open one and roll or try the double on the left. I think, not sure what they settled on. No, looks like they're going to. Looks like they're hitting the center one, trying to roll. You don't want to jam it on the back.
Yep. All the way, Amelia.
Oh, Deb's not going to be happy with that one.
And Brown's able to try to hit and roll, sit 4
Yeah, with the hammer.
Yep.
That could turn.
with nowhere to hide.
Yeah, nothing really to hide behind. Could turn into a huge end for Erica Brown. We'll certainly keep on watching there as they just continue to exchange hits in our feature game.
This is the hammer on sheet C, looking to blank.
Swept this all the way right out of Corey's hand. She must have been a little tight, and it is not going to leave the house.
So we've seen 2 blank attempts. Neither of them were successful. Instead, the team with hammer took 1. In this case, that's Christensen. She's going to take a 3-2 lead going into the 5th.
Play 9.5.
We'll keep our eye on the Brown McCormick game here, see what happens.
Are you a fan of curling? Do you want to know more about the sport of curling in the United States and receive regular updates about events and news from the curling world? Consider joining our USA Curling Fan Club. The Fan Club provides you with all the latest news releases as well as a subscription to the U.S. Curling News. Visit the website, www.usacurl.org today to learn more.
That's right. She must have really pushed it out there because mine curled a ton.
So, looking to sit 3 here, Alex Carlson.
This is curling hard. Well, rolls to an interesting spot.
Might leave an out here.
That's not. Well, Debbie has her choice of doubles. Well, actually, I think this is the only double. That other one rolled to a spot where you can't really see it to hit it and make the back double. Debbie's idea here is just to make a double, maybe roll a little in front of the other one, but she's probably resigned to giving up 2 at this point.
A lot better than she was looking a few rocks ago.
Oh, yeah. 2 is certainly better than 4.
Yep.
Got some cowbells out in the stands. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, they're selling cowbells in the merchandise area. Heard there'll be some kazoos out later.
More than likely. So we saw this approach in the first end. Center guard, draw to the wing.
McCormick sweeping hard. They just stuff
jams
it.
The hit. Ooh, and doesn't even stay for second shot. Ooh, this is now big trouble.
Yep. Brown has another chance to hit and sit 3.
I don't think she can hit that, but she can definitely corner freeze to it. She can use that yellow as a...
That's true.
Well, she...
Might be able to hit it, but I think you're right. A corner freeze probably gets the job done.
Well, they're taking a look to see if they're sitting 2. I guess they're not really sure. It must be very close.
So our camera angles are not particularly great on the home end, unfortunately, on the overheads. With the design of the arena and our limitations, it's the best we could get you.
So a hit and roll out. Leaving nothing but the center guard. Corey. She's going to duck around it. Erica Brown about to throw her first shot of the 4th end. Looking to corner freeze on that yellow. Sit a sure 2, possibly sit 3. They just barely get it past, but it's almost going to come out the other side for sure, and it does come out the other side. Fully open. Erica Brown's shot crossing the hog line. Sweepers are saying it's all there. Not going to get to the freeze they want. Bounces off. Nudging that yellow stone, she's probably sitting 3 by now. It sure looks like it. So, Debbie McCormick with her final shot to come of the 4th end. She's going to take a run at the double on the 2 and the 4 foot. I wonder if you hit this just right, there may even be a thin triple here.
Kind of around the world triple.
Yeah, no, it's just hit the first one, not quite nose, catch a little piece of the second, and it may go over onto the 3rd.
Yep.
I'm not quite sure the angles work out. I don't know if that 3rd red is deep enough for that, but certainly at least make 2 go away. I don't think she's concerned about really actually getting all of them. Just make sure she gets 2. It's a big shot, though.
Just a reminder, get your questions in for Sean or for myself. Use the hashtag 2015 Nats on Twitter. We'll keep an eye on it. 6th end. We'll try to respond to anything out there.
Yep.
Debbie's final rock on the way.
Whoa. Whoa.
gets
Ooh.
one, is going to roll away. Ooh.
Wide open draw.
Well, Erica Brown needs to just be full 8 plus about 4 or 5 inches to pick up a big 3-ender.
So after the 5th end of our feature sheet, we're going to have an interview with Emily Devensbeck, who's the event manager for these 2015 Nationals. So stay tuned.
Our feature game still pretty much a mirror image of the first end. One center guard in play, teams exchanging hits, trying to make the rolls, not making the rolls. Corey looking to force or steal. Sormunen ideally looking to blank.
Hammer coming down here on sheet D, looking for 3, Erica Brown.
Sweepers are escorting it in there nicely. No mistake. So, big 3 and 3 spot for Erica Brown. What I believe to be a 3 spot.
Yep, should take a 4-2 lead after 4. Feature sheet is moving right along here.
This clean.
Another one of those wide open defensive style kind of ends.
Nice throw, Sarah.
This one way out on the wings, but nose hit, little roll in.
Hey, Mike.
So yeah, Courtney George took a brief look at the rocks there, but confirmed that it was 3. So Erica Brown will take a 4-2 lead heading into the 5th end of their game.
10-3. 10.
Patty Lank has a 4-1 lead and has 2 stones in the 4-foot behind 2 of our own guards against Nina Roth.
Where do you like coming? I think I've played this more.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's go here.
Top 4. Still at 420 probably, huh?
Okay.
Split times keep increasing.
Yeah, 420,
Wait,
my
you can
goodness.
on this line. For it to break.
I think that's what you call greased lightning. That is very fast.
Corey Christensen with her first stone of the end.
Line's good. Go ahead. Line's good.
Looking to suck one around
Go
that
ahead,
center
yep.
guard.
Yep. Yep. Whoa, whoa. Okay, go now. Yep. Yep.
Draws pretty much dead behind the guard. Looks like the back side of the button. With that ice, looks like Eileen wants to hit it.
Because I had the 8 rock.
Yeah, I give you a little bit more.
Well, I bet you when she gets down to the hack, she'll see hardly any of this stone.
I can't imagine that she'll see any of it.
Yeah.
Certainly a right-hander. That's going to be dead buried. But again, you can still hit it.
Yep.
You know, I know you can't see any of it, but you can hit this rock with hack weight for sure. She doesn't want to freeze, because if she freezes, she's probably going to be forced to 1.
Still searching for that 5th end break guest. Sure she's around here somewhere.
Oh, whoa.
You have to make sure you get something here. Not going to get the guard. Gets just a piece of the red Christensen rock, but does not remove it from the house.
Good, huh?
Sean, if our 5th end break guest doesn't show up, we're going to be talking Wisconsin State mixed.
Okay,
Okay.
we can do that.
Okay, I'll just go the same way.
Sure, we can find stuff to talk about.
That. Okay.
So Christensen with a great opportunity here. Force Sormunen into one.
Yeah, as long as she's in the rings, the force is on. This is a decent opportunity to maybe even set up a steal if she can put this in the right spot,
Whoa.
right in the top of the forefoot.
Whoa. Got a little more. Whoa. 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 Lots of room. Whoa.
She said she thought she had a little more out of her hand, and
Yep.
based on how it's
Yep.
not curling, I would agree. Well, actually, weight-wise, it wasn't bad. It just didn't really move for her.
Just a little more.
But it is going to force Eileen to take a point.
Yeah. But we cleared the guard. Fine, right? Or do I think I need to throw more pure weight?
Discussing the line.
Yeah.
So final stone for Eileen Sormunen coming down now.
Okay, nothing right now. And it's coming. Yep.
Line looks pretty good.
Line's good.
Plenty by the
Yep,
card.
second, Yep.
Basically just throwing a draw.
Uh-oh.
Actually curls a lot, but
Oh.
fortunately she had perfect weight, so it hangs onto the back of the button to take one. So that's going to tie the game up again. That'll be 3-3 after 5, and they're going to take their 5th end break.
I'm looking at the couch. There's no one on it. That's okay. You know what? Event managers are busy people, particularly at the opening draw of an event. We'll probably catch up with Emily a little bit later. As I promised, though, we have to talk Wisconsin State Mixed. Because, as Sean's well aware, I used to live in Wisconsin, and I really I care about what happens there. I know Sean has a team in the mix. Let's talk a little bit about it.
Yeah, it's well, the Wisconsin State mix this year is a little bit smaller than usual. There's only 4 teams playing. Last couple of years there's been 5 or 6, but 4 teams playing. There's my team. I have three of my besties. I have Heather and Paige and Dan. We're gonna make a run at the title and try to get back to nationals. And with there being a mixed world championship for the first time this year, there's a big carrot to be won if you win mixed nationals. So we're really excited and looking forward to that. Our state mixed is in about 2 weeks.
Which club is it in this year?
It's at the Wapaka Curling Club.
Very good.
4-sheet curling club.
Nice.
So yeah, really looking forward to that. The other teams playing, USCA director Dave Carlson has a team.
Okay.
Tim Ebert from Madison also has a team, and I believe the 4th team is the Rhyme family, Bill Rhyme.
Yep.
And then his daughters.
Very good.
And
Bill's here today.
Yeah, he's here coaching.
Yep.
Because his daughters play, I believe, with Joyance Michai's team.
Well, three of you guys, I think, are here. So, I mean, I think it's Dave here.
Dave Carlson?
Yeah.
I haven't seen him. No.
All right, maybe not. Okay, I was about
Nope.
to say, maybe you guys just skipped dry the button. Just decided here. I mean, it's great ice.
Hey,
I
I'd be
mean,
cool with that.
There you go.
It'd be nice if we could play it here, but I don't
Yeah.
think that's going to happen.
All right, so let's take a look at our Twitter. Sue Cassidy writes, watching mom, daughter, Patty, Mackenzie Lank at Curling Nationals on different teams. Could they play against each other?
Not only could they absolutely will.
And Patty has one of her other daughters on her team, I believe. So, be sister against sister.
Yeah, I believe Patty has her youngest daughter, Madison.
Yep. So, Derek Benson writes, once again, 12th End Sports saves the day for those of us not able to make it to Kalamazoo. Thanks, guys. Hey, you know what? A lot of people I don't think were able to make it here today because of the weather. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was really snowing fierce.
It was brutal earlier. You hardly see more than maybe about 20, 25 feet ahead of you. Fortunately, Sean got us here in his snow tires, so that was nice. It was either that or the big truck that we brought with us, and
Which would not have fit in the parking garage
no,
at all.
no, that's a big problem here. So Stewie's human. That's got to be some sort of handle. Says curling in Travis City canceled tonight due to weather. Watching using Nook HD and learning a lot. Well, thanks for tuning in. So we're over on sheet D again, just kind of catching up here in Brown McCormick.
It looks like Debbie's team is setting up a nice deuce to get back some of those points they lost in the last end.
I see our fearless leader, TK, making a beeline towards us. Maybe she didn't like the talk about Wisconsin mixed. I don't know.
Well,
I was entertained.
We'll find out shortly.
Yeah. I don't think I said anything, I didn't say any naughty words or anything.
No,
I think we're okay.
Are you sure she was coming this way?
Well, she was walking with a purpose.
She was walking. Well, she always walks with a purpose.
That's true. So feature game is about to get back underway here.
Courtney George just hangs on to the house with that hit and roll.
All right. Yeah, so we'll finish out sheet D, then we'll jump back to the feature sheet.
It looks like they're just about to get underway again in our feature game.
So we'll finish out this end, and then we'll quickly talk to Emily, who has made her way into the booth. Just give us a second here. We'll get ourselves organized.
Erica Brown makes the hit but rolls out. So good chance for Debbie McCormick to get a deuce in this end and tie the game up going into the fifth end. In our feature game, Eileen Sormunen puts the first rock into the side of the button. And Taylor Anderson's first shot was a guard that got over the hog line, but not by much. Very high. Debbie McCormick's first rock is on the way, looking to draw behind the corner guard. Well swept, it gets past the corner. It's going to come out the other side probably, but that's not really a big concern for Deb. So Erica Brown facing two with her last. Can't really see all of either rock. There is definitely no double available. Those rocks are much too flat and too far apart. So it looks like Erica is going to try to save this end by playing a freeze. She's going to come around the corner guard in the same path as Debbie. Try to sit a little bit in front of that yellow, corner frozen. This has to be pretty precise. Cannot afford to bounce off of it. Erica's final rock is on the way. This looks like it needs to curl. It's not going to get to the freeze. She had nice T-line weight, but I would say that rock is probably half open for Debbie to throw a back line to hack weight, tap back, and maybe get a three of her own. Doesn't need to move it real far to get two. You just move it into the 12-foot anywhere you get two. You have to move it almost all the way out to get three. Debbie was discussing the shot with her front end a little bit. Probably talking about what weight to throw. And I think Debbie came out a little bit tight on that one. Courtney called for sweeping right away. Guard is wrecked, and that's going to be a steal of one for Erica Brown. She's going to take a 5-2 lead going into their fifth end break. And now we turn it over to Joe and Emily.
Okay, I'm here with Emily Dobbins-Speck. I'm having a tough time with your name. I apologize.
Not a problem. How are you doing today?
Very good, thanks. So this is the second time Wing Stadium has been hosting this event. What made you decide to bring it back here so quickly after 2010?
We really wanted to bring it back because of what it did for the community. We get a lot of people involved. We get a lot of businesses that really benefit from this. They're estimating about $250,000 in revenue to local businesses, and it's just a really cool sport to educate people on.
I think maybe 200,000 was at the welcome party last night, so I could see that very easily. So what can fans and athletes expect here in Kalamazoo this week?
Well, there's a lot going on here at the stadium alone. We've got Learn to Curl, which a local curling club is getting involved with, which is a great way to come and try out the sport and learn. I've had a chance to do it. It's pretty fun, challenging, but in a good way. And then we have draws every day until next week. So.
Great, and then I saw sort of like a fan zone kind of area with merchandise and games and activities. Tell me a little bit about that.
So we have the curling club again is really involved there, but lots of different things going on. Sam's Club, some of our sponsors are there getting involved and being a part of the event. We also have some great beer specials going on with Perrin and Bud Light and Labatt. So some really great prices, and it's a great time to come out and try something new.
There's some great viewing angles here at Wing Stadium. You can from behind the glass, right at the bar area. There's a great concession area. It's a really nice venue for this event. Talk to me a little bit about, I don't know how much you know about the Kalamazoo Curling Club, but the last time this event was here, they had a really an increase in membership significantly, and they really it really drove them getting off the ground. Tell me about the excitement that the Curling Club has brought to this event.
The Curling Club has been a major part in this event. They have been here volunteering, helping us set up, educating us, helping us, especially a lot of them were here. They started their club with last time's event in 2010, and so they've been kind of guiding the wing staff through this process, and they're very excited about the event, and they've been huge supporters, so it's good to have them here.
Great. Well, we're really happy to have you. Have you here. Thanks so much for hosting this event. I know the athletes really do appreciate having such a first-class venue involved. Thanks again, Emily, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you.
So back to our game. They are into final third rocks. This is Sarah Anderson's final shot of the end coming down. Makes a quiet bump back and roll a bit. Looks like Corey Christensen is laying two, just barely.
Yeah, I like that. There's a lot more things we can do with that.
So in the fifth end of the Patty Lank Nina Roth game, Nina Roth takes one. And that is going to give Patty Lank the hammer with a 5-2 lead when they start the sixth. They're in their fifth end break right now. Kim Wapala took a big 4 in the fifth end of her game to take a 7-3 lead over Jordan Moulton. They've started their sixth end. Kate Burt leads Joanne Smichai 3-1, and they're into skip rocks of the sixth end there.
Big shot here by Sormunen coming up here. Get behind those guards.
Yeah, it looks like she's just trying just a straight draw. Inside corner freeze to that red.
Coming in pretty hot.
Weight is all there. It needs to curl to get inside. Now there it goes. Makes a little bounce and rolls to the forefoot. Very well played shot by Eileen. Not sure if Corey has any access to that.
Oh, no. That's not there. I almost feel like we could get at it with, like, back line.
Or do you, stay on it so that... Yeah, I was going for the roll, but it really... Wait.
Amount we might be able to get back. I think we go for it. It's so tall,
Right, that's what I mean. Like back line? Or do
Yeah.
you like hack? I think back line.
Back line. Let's use our supers on it.
Right here?
This is interesting to me, Sean, in that I think they recognize that removing this from play is going to be pretty difficult. Throwing hack, you maybe not curl enough, but knowing that if they throw back line and they move it beyond, they could sit two here.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like a timeout? We have a timeout? Yeah.
Well, they're going to call timeout, and Coach John Benton is going to go down and talk to them. I liked the weight choice because you look at it. This rock is over-buried by 3/4 of a stone. Throw and hack weight, I'm not sure you're even going to hit it.
Yeah, I
So
don't think we get a rock.
we can listen to the discussion.
Could
I
play
mean-
the run back if we just feel it, that's fine, but
No.
no, I don't think so.
What were you guys looking at?
Play like back line at it, but it's just, like you can see half of the rock on the other side of it, I mean, it comes a lot, but I don't know if it comes quite that much.
If you think you can get to it this way, I don't mind that shot, but I actually don't mind doing our own rock.
What if we tried for the run back and then?
Yeah, we try the run and then if not, we miss.
I think you want to err on the side of running it straight back this way, so you catch our 4 and push it onto the 5 rather than
Over curling it, you mean?
yeah, rather than picking our own one off the top of the house.
Yep.
See
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yep.
You okay with that?
Yep.
And if you just peel it clean, that's
So
fine
yeah,
too.
playing it tight.
Yeah. Make her make a shot on the next one.
Okay.
So good conversation. I was leaning towards this myself, anyways. That guard is, to say the guard is in the way is a massive understatement. My thing is, you can probably make contact with a come around tap if you throw back line, but I don't think you're going to move it out of the 4-foot. You might just push it dead under the stuff in the center, and then you're really in trouble. So play the run back. You want to ice this tight, because an overcurl is fine. An overcurl will drive it back onto the red on the right, which will then stick on the yellow behind it, which will still leave her sitting second and third shot and will expose the yellow shot stone. And as we've seen, placing a perfect guard on one rock is not really easy with as much swing as there is.
Whoa! Yep! Whoa!
So that did not overcurl.
No,
No.
that didn't.
They were on that a little too early.
Yeah, I think maybe she was tight, and the sweepers actually pulled it out, and that's not the one that they wanted to hit for sure. They would have preferred that overcurl and hit the other red.
So instead of sitting second and third, they're second and fourth now.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Yeah, but I think coming in.
So yeah,
I don't want to give her a
it's possible Corey may have slid tight and then sort of backed the stone up to the brush upon release, which at that weight will make it float.
I mean, where is ideal right there? Or even, but does that give her a double?
So we want to get second.
And I think we want to be even.
Yeah, I think even. I think you're right. So, room-wise, this is my drive to the button spot, right? We were
But
like
I
here,
mean, we want it to be more than the button, so
and it was more than the button.
good point. It's all right, you got it.
Even another. Short isn't even terrible either.
So Eileen's final stone of the 6th end is coming down the ice now.
That's pretty good. Yep. Gotta be there. Yep.
She wants to draw one in and lay second.
Yep, all the way hard. Yep. Yep, hurry. Girls, really moving. Yep, line's really good. Hurry hard. Yep, hard. Every bit, hard. Come on, never stop. Yep. Hard, girls. Yep. Whoa, just even.
Well, I tell you. I kind of see a triple here.
It's possible.
I think it's possible, as bouncy as these rocks are.
We tap this if we're gonna counter.
Right.
There's certainly an easy
Double for
one. That's
Yeah.
there all day. I'm wondering if that is that red in the way. That red may be in the way of the triple, actually.
Or you can rub this too a little bit.
Yeah, either rub.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Well, she's not going to take a run at it. You know, actually, it may not be there. I think the red's in the way of it. So
Yeah.
You'd probably have to throw
Maybe
it
just a little more.
super hard to make
Yeah.
that shot.
yeah, the thing is, you'd have to.
Right.
She is.
Yep, that should be good.
Yeah, she's just elected to draw. If that red was over a bit more to the left, there would certainly be a triple here, but I think it's in the way of it.
Draw?
So any shot she would try there is probably just for
Rub on
one.
either
So
one of those yellow ones and still be okay. So 420.
So this is not an easy draw by any means. Has to grab a piece of the button to count and has to slide right between two Sormunen rocks to do it.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Sweepers are calling out 8, which is back 4. Oh, this needs to really take a curl. It's not going to get there for shots, so they're trying to try and tap it back far enough to not give up 2, but it's not going to be there. So that's going to be a steal of 2 for Eileen Sormunen. That's going to give her a 5-3 lead as we start the 7th end.
So we promised you that we would take a quick look at the social comments after the 6th end. Let's take a quick gander. We load them up. We got Sean, not the Sean next to me, but at Silly Gun. Sean, enjoying curling, 2015 Nats Women's Draw 1. Sitting in the bar, I'm guessing, from that angle.
Very good.
And John Jacone joined the feed on a snowy night in Utica, New York, not too far from TESN headquarters in Rochester, New York.
Thanks for watching, John.
Yeah, thanks for watching. All right, we've got an interesting game here. Sormunen with that steal of 2 has got a 5-3 lead, really enjoying her first real taste of any kind of comfortableness, I would think. It's been a very close game thus far.
Yeah, those were those last 2 shots of Corey. She's not certainly not happy with. I think got a little bit confused, I think, by the result on her first one because they jumped on it sweeping hard, but then hit it completely wrong. So I don't know if the line fooled them a bit or what happened there, but I mean her final shot was very, very tough.
Quickly spinning around the scoreboards here. Patty Lake's got a 5-2 lead over Nina Roth. Kate Burt 3-1 after 5. Round 5-2 after 5. McCormick has the hammer. A lot of rocks in play over on sheet D.
Yeah, it looks like at the moment.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. Hard.
Brown has a 5-2 lead, but is currently sitting 3 by the looks of it.
Yep. And Kim Wapola with a 7-3 lead over Jordan Moulton. A lot of rocks in play over on E also. Trying to get a count on what's going on. Looks like kind of 1 yellow, I'm guessing, at the moment.
Yeah, one yellow molten stone, but there's also 3 Wapola rocks in there too.
Yep, very close.
Busy house.
Line's good. 8-9.
So, drawing to the house, corner guard. They were trying to cap this or tap it back maybe. Didn't quite make it to the face.
Yeah, makes a nice tap right to the top of the 4. Corey's going to want to try to get 2 here, try to tie the game up again. So she's going to ignore those. Have Taylor Anderson go around that corner guard.
Lean only. Line's good. 6-7. Oh. 6. Oh.
So just gliding pretty quick. Settle in there, I think, for 3rd shot. Yep. Checked up pretty well. Pretty well hidden behind that guard.
You got hair? I got half. See this peel? Yeah?
Eileen knowing the scoreboard. That's the only dangerous rock right now.
Absolutely.
Let's get rid of that.
Corey will certainly be putting the guard back. Unless this is airballed. Ooh.
Oh, boy.
Gonna slide by.
So you could suck one around again.
Yeah, or you could freeze.
Freeze to the shot stone.
It's my understanding, and because I've asked about this, that apparently that particular turn, the out turn for the right-hander going away from center, is supposedly the toughest one to see properly. And I don't know if that's just an eye thing or a body alignment thing, but I'm told that apparently that is the toughest turn to throw good. I have no research whatsoever to back that up. It's just hearsay. But that is what I've heard.
Well, they got to get by this top one here in the 8-foot. They want to freeze it down.
Yeah, you cannot afford to rub on that top one.
Oh,
yeah, it is very nicely played.
Done. Yeah. We're not going to mess with it on that out-turn side. They're going to appeal. They're going to hit the rock in the house. Make sure they don't give it more than 2. That's the plan.
Yep.
Can't afford to hit that guard this time. Can't afford to miss it wide.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
boy.
dear me.
Wow.
Back-to-back flashes. You don't see that every day.
Christensen's got to be salivating here.
Oh, big time, big time, big time.
How do I get that one off the button?
I like that. Or do you want to do this now?
Boy, I kind of like hitting and rolling the one off the top, to be honest with you. That
mean,
redstone's in a great spot.
Well, see, right now,
Yeah.
Corey actually needs to, I think, be a little bit patient. You don't need to
Big roll, yeah.
get everything back right now.
Yep.
I mean, right now you've got a pretty good chance at 2.
Just control.
Yeah, I like this. I like this call. I like hitting and rolling.
Yeah, I do too. I would try to roll all the way into the corner.
Yeah.
For sure. Get this yellow one out of your way.
Even if you're in the back, like 12, it's not the end of the world here. You don't have to be above the tee line here.
Really hard. Yep.
I think Mackenzie was tight on this one.
Hard. Hard.
Oh, boy.
Go. Yep. Yep. Yes. Hard. Yes.
Crossing over the top. Oh,
Boy.
not thrown hard enough, I don't think. There.
I think it was light and tight.
Yep.
Bad combination on this ice.
Yep. And instead of having a chance to
And
maybe get 3,
now
now
it's looking
Sormunen's
like
sitting 2.
now it's looking like she's going to get forced. Boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
I think we gotta play this. I like that.
Oh, look at that. It's Monica Walker's other half, Sam Chandler. Glad you're watching, Sam.
Another snowstorm in Boston.
Yeah, boy.
Surprised Monica made it here.
What did those Bostonians do? Jeez. They're getting a winter like no one should ever get.
9-5.
Looking to play the hit and roll. Rolls it a bit too far.
No,
But
that's
it sits 3.
that's pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
they're scattered all across the house. And
Sormunen doesn't have to steal here. He can just force and get the job done.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
This isn't really a steal situation right now, anyways.
You do this. Yeah, I like that. Just get. Or you could do this. You don't like that?
So, Sean, the choices seem to be hit and rolling third shot rock behind the guard or doubling off first and second shot rocks.
Well, I mean, you can absolutely make that double. It's, half rock double, and it's very natural. But, of course, Eileen's just going to come back and hit it and sit there, and then the 2 rocks in play are going to be dead flat. And so I don't really like the double of the 2 in the middle. I kind of like that, actually, hitting and rolling third shot behind the corner, because then you got 2 buried. And this double is always going to be there.
Right.
And you're going to have 2 different ways to make it.
Control. Wait, you say control, right?
You could also, which Corey signaled and what I think they're playing, is actually hit third shot rock and roll in front of the button rock.
Try to get herself back into that freeze type position.
So, you know, Eileen might be sitting 3 right now, but I can definitely see Corey getting 2 out of the setup. With some made shots.
Yes, hard. Yes.
This is really taking off. It's actually going to roll into the space between those two. Oh, kind of some hard luck there.
You know, but where Monica has to hit this, she may wind up in a spot where triple might be there. I mean, it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean that's not that bad a shot. I don't think these rocks ought to be grouped together.
Yeah, they're going to be very close together for sure. The best would be to roll it so it's angled onto the button rock. So in that case, there would be no triple. So more or less like that.
Yeah,
that's
pretty
actually
good.
pretty good. I don't see any triple on these.
No.
Best here would probably be to make the double and then roll to the center, frozen on shot stone.
Throwing with quite a bit of weight out, he has to make that type of shot. This doesn't look like it's got that kind of weight. Maybe looking for a double and sitting right there. Hit well on the nose, makes the double. Now gets a little interesting.
Yeah, sitting second and third.
Yep.
If you're going to hit this, I think the best is actually to just hit it on the nose. Nose, there won't really be any sort of double. I mean, you can make a slash double, but then you're rolling out. Rolling anywhere to the left as we look at it could well set one up. So.
Oh man.
Now see, now they played the roll, but by doing so, they've actually set up a double.
Yep.
And that was not really sure. I agree with making that roll. If you just make nose hit it, there won't be a double.
Yep.
So,
there was almost no place to roll with that angle that wasn't going to set up a double.
No,
of some
not
sort.
at all. I mean, if it rolls further, it's just going to, the rocks will be further apart, but there'll be a better angle.
Right.
So.
The only thing really going for them here is that they're super flat, and that it's going to have to be thrown with some decent weight accurately. I mean,
yeah, you need to hit, I'd say, about 2/3 of this.
Yep.
And bear in mind, you don't have to remove the second stone from play. You just got to basically kick it out into the 12-foot. Corey can certainly throw it hard enough to make.
This is Corey's first of 2 here in the 7th.
Looks pretty close. 1, 2. Oh,
doesn't kick it out.
Doesn't quite kick it hard enough. Hit a little more of that one than she wanted.
Well, Sormunen now has an out. Can hit, roll away, and I don't think the double will be there anymore.
Yeah, now she can roll back all the way to the other side of the 4-foot or even into the 8-foot, and there definitely will not be a double.
Yep.
What I think she can't afford to do is roll to the right and sit in front of hers.
Yep. Tie game back here on sheet A. Lank and Roth. Roth stole 2.
Stole 3, actually.
Almost 3, sorry.
Yeah, so the biggest scores in that game, the 3-enders, are both by steal.
Yeah, I've been watching a little bit of that game, and Patty had been peeling a number of guards. Was sitting shot rock. So I guess at some point, Nina must have made a play on that shot rock instead of playing the guards and got a miss out of Patty. So that game is all knotted up at 5.
Yep. All the way up. Yep. Watch the run.
Rolls, sits next to it, but that's a pretty good spot.
That should get the job done.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything there. I think Corey's just going to have to draw for one.
Yep. And you might see a bunch of people at home going, "Oh, why not draw to that one in the 8-foot?" But you know, this gives you a lot more surface area to make the shot.
When you're, we already talked earlier about when you draw to backing, you have a tendency to throw heavy.
Right.
You don't want to do that, and you're also drawing to actually a much smaller area doing that.
Right. Exactly.
If you need to be just full 8, you might as well go for the fattest part of the 8, which is in the middle.
Yeah. Leave it to your sweepers. Have them get it there. And that's exactly what Christensen's going to be doing here. Turns it over to her sweepers.
Where is it? 4 foot. Keep looking, keep looking. Keep looking. Yep. Yep. Hard. Yep.
Kind of just cleaning now. They like it.
Needs to stop.
It'll
Just stops in time for 1. So that'll narrow the deficit 5-4, but Eileen Sormunen will have the hammer and a 1-point lead when the 8th end starts.
So, which team will win the U.S. Curling Grand Prix? Turn into Curling Night in America this Friday at 11 p.m. Eastern on NBCSN to find out. Complete schedule can be found on www.usacurl.org.
NBC Sports Network is showing that program, and from what I hear, the ratings have made it fairly popular.
Well, why wouldn't it?
I would hope so.
Yes.
People always say they want to see the curling. Now they can.
Tight.
So being behind and not having the hammer, Corey's going to have to force the issue a little bit here.
Really going to want to score in this end for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Going to
she's-
need to steal.
Yeah, she's really going to want to steal.
Mine's good.
Even a score of 1 for Sormunen is going to put her in very good shape to win this game. A 2-point lead with 2 ends left is a very strong position.
Mine's good. Make it tight. Whoa. Where? Where? 2. Okay, yep. Yep. Hard to the center line. Yep. Yep. Keep it moving. Go, go, go. Yep. Hard. Yep. All right, nice throw, Taylor.
Taylor Anderson establishes a nice center guard. Looks like Erica Brown stole a point in the 6th end, so now has a 6-2 lead over Debbie McCormick. That game starting to maybe get away from Deb a little bit there.
9.
It's an important game for both those teams, even though it's the very first game of this draw. And then they're jockeying for position.
Absolutely, it's
Towards the top of that, I'm assuming at the end of this week,
yeah,
game against each other could really matter.
absolutely. I mean, they're definitely 2 of the contenders, former teammates
Yep.
in Sochi. So, big first match.
Close. Close.
Joanne Smichai takes 3
Yes.
to tie the game up against Kate Burt in the 7th end, so that's 4-4.
Yes. Hard. Yep. Hard. Hard. Mine's really good, girls. Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard. Go, go, go. Mine's really good. Keep it going. Yep. Yep.
Just get it by the
Go, go,
guard.
go, go. Okay, good sweep.
Makes the 12-foot well swept.
Second shot.
Much of this, huh? Come down to your own. I don't mind. Just back line. Yeah, you play. That's fine. If you get the tick, if you get the one in the house.
Sormunen understanding again the scoreboard situation. Just they need to really score one here to really take control of this game. Going to keep stuff off the center
Yep.
any way they can. In this case,
both of those rocks are in such good positions that she has to deal with them somehow now. She's not concerned with removing anything from play. She can't remove the guard from play yet.
right.
So she's going to try to bump the top 12 stone out from behind the guard. And if it wrecks the guard, that's fine.
Yep. With the weight that she's throwing, shouldn't remove it. Are they going to get a piece of it?
It looks like they will.
Oh, what a nicely thrown
That
stone.
was a very nice shot. And it rolls to the side.
Oh, look at it spin right there in front.
That is a
Well, that's
that is not
really,
easy.
really good.
You got to throw just the right amount of weight for that. Any less and you're all over the guard. Any more and you might just breeze by everything.
This is interesting. Christensen looking to play maybe a hit and roll.
Yeah.
Is the depth of that guard a problem?
No, it's actually a really good guard. But the concern is because of where that red rolled to, she can't really just draw around the guard.
Yep.
Because then there may be a double left.
Right.
And, Corey wants to steal one, but she also can't really afford to give up a multiple score either.
Mm-hmm.
At the very worst, she has to force Sormunen to take one.
Yep. Makes the double. Sits 2.
Yeah, so I think she figures that if the opportunity presents itself to bury one around the guard, good, that she'll take it. But she kind of has to wait a little bit and play a little bit of defense for the moment.
Yep. Sormunen looking at 2 at the 8 foot. It's going to play a hit and roll of her own. Maybe the double, but there's a catcher over there. Sits for second shot.
Yep. You might see Corey try to roll onto the guard now and keep play in the middle.
Mm-hmm. For the hit and roll, just
gets to the nose.
Coffee, no roll.
Okay, Tuck. He might get mad at you for using one of his patented statements,
am I allowed to use this phrase when he retires from webcasting?
I don't know. He might have something to say about that.
He didn't really retire either. He called the junior nationals. I don't know. He may throw a flag on me on that one. Sorry, Tuck. Use it with love. Oh, beautiful double there by the Burt Rink.
That's Steph Jensen making that double.
Yeah.
Oh. So now, with no Sormunen rocks in the house, now there's an opportunity to get buried around that guard.
Yep.
Not really.
Okay. Oh, Christmas tree. Okay.
What happens when they use Tuck's terms? Christmas tree. I heard it out there.
Oh, I've heard people say Christmas tree all the time.
All right. It's not trademarked or anything.
It is not trademarked.
All right,
nope.
good.
Nope. You can't claim that one.
Plenty of room. Where? Got plenty of room. Whoa, take a look. Whoa, where? Okay, go ahead. Yep. 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 Hard.
Sarah
Yep.
curling 87%.
Yep. Gotta go now. Yep.
This
yes.
looks really good.
Yes, fine.
They
Yep.
need to stay on it,
Yep.
get it buried.
Go. Yep. Yep. Go, go, go.
Perfect weight, but I don't think it really got behind much cover. It got about half covered.
You like that, Tier? What do you have of it? Okay.
Monica Walker throwing 66% so far. A little low for her standards.
Makes the hit, rolls away, and
Probably wouldn't have minded rolling a little further if they weren't going to make it under the guard.
yeah.
Now,
You know,
there's a short hit and roll here for Christensen and Sarah Anderson.
Close. Close. Whoa. Whoa. Close. Yep. Whoa. 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 Right off.
looks like this is just nose again. Neither team able to get the roll. Over on sheet D, looks like Debbie McCormick's team is really having a rough go of it. Debbie is about to throw her hammer in the 7th end, and she is facing 4 Erica Brown counters. But she has backing. Most of them are behind the tee line.
Looking for the hit and roll here on our feature sheet.
This is really curling. They got to go to save it in the house. Rolls, and it's going to come all the way out to the other side.
And the sit shot rock. Christensen has a choice. Going to play the defensive hit and roll. Could decide to draw right around, but does not want to give up a deuce.
Yeah. She's, if it was her last rock, she might consider it.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor's way.
So Debbie McCormick successfully draws the button for her 1 point. Is going to hand the hammer back to Erica Brown. Erica's got a 6-3 lead.
Lank took 1 in the 7th. Now has a 6-5 lead over Nina Roth.
Whoa. Close. Yep. Whoa. 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 Yep. Whoa. 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 Harder. Any roll, Taylor. Go, 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 go. Yep.
That's nicely thrown.
So Eileen's got a little bit of a choice. She probably smells a chance to get 2 because she knows if she doesn't get around that center, Corey's going to go around. So she wants to beat her there.
What?
Yep.
Again, ensure you score at least.
The double.
Ooh, I don't know about the double.
Roll too far.
It's there. There's no doubt about that. The
Yeah.
question is, what happens with your shooter?
Well, to make the double, you could play it with control weight and just try to roll it. But if you
This
ever
way,
don't
yeah,
make the
we're
double
rolling
and
too
jam it, leave Corey sitting shot, then she's definitely going around the center. I don't.
What kind of weight? 9.5? 9.5. I like it. Okay.
Yeah, you got to be careful not to stagger these guards in some way.
Is this the straight spot? It can.
Yeah, that's the thing. If it rolls like half to 3/4 buried,
Yeah.
then it's basically just going to be another guard for Corey to use.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it will work out.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
Not taking much ice.
I suppose Eileen's thought process here is probably if I can make this double, I keep the blank alive.
Yep.
I mean, she could blank this end. I think scoring an 8 is pretty good, even if it's just 1.
Close. Yep. Yep. Hurry. Hard. Yep.
This is curling a lot.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Might have to go over the top.
This might jam on it. Oh,
Yep.
it does jam.
Sit second.
Well, Corey's got a decision to make.
Yep.
Hit and roll.
She sort of played this whole end to just give up 1.
Yeah, once she started hitting,
Yep.
she definitely was content with giving up 1. But she's sitting shot. She could just go around the center, really force the issue,
Yeah.
maybe get
Give
a
yourself
steal.
a chance for a steal at
Yeah,
least. Yeah.
I mean, playing the hit, you're pretty much conceding that you're going to let Eileen take 1.
Right.
this stage of the game, I might be tempted to go around the center.
I like the draw here because we haven't seen a lot of precision on the hits and
They have to
rolls.
make the roll.
Right.
They've sort of stuck or they've overcurled.
Yeah, the rolls have been really,
You guys
really
like
tough.
to draw?
So if you can get something top 8, top 4,
What do you like?
you're forcing her to draw.
Kenzie's going to come down and talk about it a little bit.
the draw.
Yeah, I think I do too.
Steal here, yeah.
Yeah, but then we're down 2. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I like this.
Mhm.
So to make sure, like you said, we get like half buried.
Yeah.
That's true.
You got this.
Great point from Mackenzie. You heard her say to Corey, it's not like you don't have your draw weight, and that shows a lot of confidence in Corey's ability to draw. And I agree. I just think it's a good spot. You know, it's the 8th end. Scoring the 8th end is always good.
4-2.
And you're behind without the hammer anyways. This would be a fine time to steal a point, and this is a pretty decent opportunity to do so.
Yeah, I mean, just like biting the 4-foot's good, or like halfway the 4-foot.
The trick is you need to make sure that it does not slide to the tee line or deeper, because if that happens, Eileen will have a double for a possible 2.
Just a little more, Sarah.
Yeah, if you stay above that rock, even a little, it'll force a tough hit and roll.
I gave it some. There's room. Close. Close. Yep. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa.
A lot of room.
Whoa. Gotta go hard at the end. Okay, whoa.
Sweeper seem to think it's there. Definitely has the weight, but you cannot
tee.
slide deep. Ooh.
Okay.
Well, it's not really buried.
This is interesting.
Well,
You go for it here. I mean, it's a pretty easy one here, I think. Just draw down right there. You get your 1. Get up by 2.
yeah, I mean,
If you go for 2,
well, I'll say scoring
Game's pretty much over.
scoring 1 is pretty big.
yeah.
I mean, you're going to have a 2-point lead with 2 ends left. That is a very strong position.
I feel like this is there all day. I mean, it's not that hard of a double.
I think, if I remember correctly, the winning percentage if you're up 2 with 2 ends left is something like 70%.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 would be nice, but they don't really need it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
she's
just
wondering
thinking
if
this is just as easy as that.
because this we would have to tap it a wee bit.
And it's got to have perfect line, perfect weight here. I mean, this is all there.
I like the double.
Yeah.
I like the double.
That's what I'm wondering if, but this is probably. I got to throw a lot more weight to get it inside out. I like more weight in doing it here.
You like outside in?
This way.
Yeah, inside out.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. So 9?
Even at 8.5, we got to make sure we clear this, and we want to hit this thick enough that we stay on top of it.
Right. All right. So
So-
where do we want this guy?
About here.
Well, they've made their decision.
Yeah, she's going to take a crack at the double, try to get 2, and really come close to locking this game up.
Not crazy about this call, but if she makes it, she'll make me look foolish.
Well, I think she's kind of thinking that even if she gives up a steal of 1, she's tied with the hammer in the 9th. She can blank the 9th and have the hammer in the 10th.
Yep.
I think that's her thought.
Yep. Yep. Whoa, whoa.
Looks pretty close.
Good.
Actually, it might be a little thin.
Ooh.
Oh, well.
Nicely made.
So she makes it perfect and makes us look like complete fools.
That's all right. Hey, you know
That's
what?
okay.
They
Gets-
have to throw the shots.
That's right.
That's
You know,
beauty.
She made a really nice shot. That was a gutsy call. Picks up
Absolutely.
2 and takes a commanding 7-4 lead with only 2 ends left. Take a look at the replay of this one. Actually hits it just a bit thinner than they wanted, about 3rd. Gets it, but the weight was down enough that it's stuck in the back of the 4-foot.
Pre-registration for the Arena National Championships is currently open. The event will take place July 16th to 19th in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Please remember to register your club's interest by March 13th. Contact Jenny at the USA Curling National Office with questions. So, well, that was a terrific shot there by Sormunen.
Yeah, definitely a gutsy call. She had a pretty easy shot for one, but decided to play a much more difficult shot just for one extra point.
Yeah.
But that also shows you that she's throwing with confidence, and I also heard her say that they're kind of equal difficulty.
Yeah.
And she said, well, if I'm going to play shots of what I think are equally difficult, might as well play the one that gets me 2 instead of 1.
That's right.
And that just shows confidence. And,
that
you know.
Makes sense. So now she's got that 3-point lead. Christensen's got the hammer. It's going to have to generate some offense.
Yeah, she's really going to have to get 2 here. You don't want to have to try and generate 3 in the 10th just to tie.
Yep.
So she's got to be thinking get 2 here and then steal the 10th and then steal the extra. That's her path right now.
Caught a bit of a break there when first Yellowstone goes a little bit deep. Quickly take a look at the social stream here. Thanks for the great coverage. Looking forward to watching some excellent curling 2015 Nats and 2015 Cats.
Oh, man. Looks like the kiddies enjoy it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, this cannot be in the house.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Taylor.
Taylor is really not going to be happy with herself about that one.
No. When you're trying to generate 3, you need at least 1 guard out there.
Yeah. Well,
normally.
Problem is when you have the hammer, you technically only get 1 free guard because she can throw a guard second time, they can peel it. So that's gonna.
That first stone is so critical when you have the hammer.
That is going to make it extremely tough to get to.
Roll it right out of play. That's the plan. Well done.
That's one of 2 cardinal sins of a lead is to come in when you need a guard and to throw a guard when you got to be in. That's just those are, you know, and they know that, you know, it happens.
So Taylor's gonna try to throw up a guard.
Yep.
And that'll allow Sormunen to start peeling right away. So Christensen's going to have to get something to have a mistake that sticks in order to generate rocks around guards.
Yeah, she's going to need a peel to be nosed.
Or a flash of some sort.
Something.
Yeah.
We did see, was it the 7th end that Tara flashed 2 hits?
Yep.
So, I mean, anything can happen.
Yep.
But, yeah, definitely to get the 2 here, Corey's going to need some kind of miss from the Sormunen team.
This rock has been thrown with a
And
purpose.
I think she may have gotten it.
Uh-oh.
Nose hit.
Yep.
And that's the opening that Corey needed. Now Mackenzie will be asked to draw around that guard.
Mackenzie was having a pretty solid game this far. 88%. We'll get to some of those other statistics a little later in the week, but Mackenzie's shooting at a very high percentage.
Yep. Yes. Hard. Yep. Okay, well, where are you?
Oh boy, this one looks like it might be on the guard.
Yeah, that is on the guard.
Not the end of the world. It does tap it pretty wide, but now there's 2 guards out there. So Tara going peeling again. Let's see if she gets one out of play.
Just be careful you hit it thin enough that you don't kill your own.
Actually
makes the double peel.
Beauty.
So
Nothing
lovely
left
shot.
out front now.
Nice redemption shot for Tara.
We've seen a couple of those. Mackenzie made one earlier. And now Tara.
Yeah, that come around for Mackenzie really had to be made.
Yeah.
That was an opening, and they just couldn't walk through it.
So Mackenzie's going to start over here. Going to have to throw another
Yep.
guard. Looks like the
Yep. Hard.
changing turns a bit.
Where? 2. Yep. Yep. Yep, right here. Right here. Yep. Get it tight. Yep. Yep.
Taking a brief look at the game between Erica Brown and Debbie McCormick. They're down to 1 rock left for each team. Debbie about to throw her last. She is sitting 2 in the house and has a couple of center guards. So she's got a decent chance to maybe steal. Try to get back into that game.
Six, 7.
So Anderson looking to come around that corner.
Yes! Hard!
Uh-oh.
Yes! Hard!
Sweeping right out of her hand.
Where?
She called it right out of her hand. Sarah must have been tight on this.
Hard! Yep! Yep!
They're holding it well.
Hard!
Right there by.
Yep!
Now
Go, go, go!
Oh, what a terrific sweeping job there by
Beautiful
that
sweeping.
front end.
Go, 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 go! Yep!
Nice.
Oh, lovely.
Oh,
Dead
beautiful shot there
Dead
by
buried. That's
Sarah.
a great shot by Sarah Anderson.
Gonna have to play.
That could be the shot that sets up 2
Yep.
for them.
Yep. So Monica gonna remove that guard.
You have to make sure you hit something here. Don't want to breeze by. Oh, it's come up enough to get it.
Is that just enough?
Corey will want the guard put back. She's not going to make a move into the rings until she's shooting for sure.
So watching Erica Brown's
She's
rock come
trying
in.
to draw the button against 2, and it is heavy.
It's against 3,
Slides.
but
It's against 3, actually. Yeah, it slides to the back 12 and
gives up 2.
gives up a steal of 2 to Debbie McCormick. So,
That game is just tightened up.
yep.
Yep!
That means Brown's lead is now 6-5. She will keep the hammer in the 9th, but it's only a 1-point game now. Sarah's guard
Get some.
seems like it over curled a bit. You can probably see about almost half of that rock from the hack. We talked about it earlier, how on ice this swingy with rocks this sharp, placing a single guard on a single stone in the house is very, very difficult.
Yeah.
Because the stones are almost moving sideways by the time they stop.
Mhm. And what was their other option there instead of replacing that guard? Could they have split the house, try to generate a weird junior deuce kind of thing?
Yeah, the other option could have maybe been to freeze on that back yellow.
Yeah.
You could also simply just hit it and roll away.
Right.
But I liked the guard. You know,
Yeah.
I think the guard was the right call because even if this is made, the guard will still be there.
Yep.
She could go around it again, and you could also see this rock roll back to the center, maybe sit next to the other one and form a pocket.
Mm-hmm. Starting to run out of stones though to make that deuce.
This is
This is over curling.
this is on the nose almost.
Could make the run. Nope, not heavy enough. That goes through.
I tell you what,
Yeah, probably.
if you really needed to get 3, you could be super aggressive and go around that guard again
Yeah.
and sit 2 buried. But then you'd need to hope that Eileen wouldn't put her final stone in a spot where there was no double.
Right.
So really needing the 2 here to make it a game in the 10th end. She's just going to hit, ensure that she gets 2, and she'll play the 10th to steal a point.
That Lank Roth game now tied at 6.
Whoa!
And Patty just removed her own stone. Her team removed her own stone that was sitting shot rock. The run back. So now Roth is sitting 2 in the 8-foot.
So no mistake from Corey. She makes the open hit. Eileen will just hit the open 1-2. She's happy to just give up 2.
Stay close. Just clean. Just clean.
Wants to stick around, no problem. Whoa,
That's actually
maybe not.
really
Whoa.
taking a hard turn. Where'd
Say
that
no
come
problem. All of a sudden, it was a problem.
from? Jeez.
You know, that wound up not in a bad spot
It
either.
wound up in a different spot.
Yeah.
Definitely. I don't think Corey was expecting to have to throw this line. We're back into that that turn.
That out turn.
That out turn away from center that purportedly can give players fits just for whatever reason. Yeah, I think what happened with that rock is it got near the center line and just really took a hard right turn. Probably by this point in the game tonight, then I'm sure the slide paths are a little bit fudgy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Well, here's Corey Christensen's final stone here in the 9th. Looking to score 2, get back into this game.
Yes! Hard! Yep! Yes!
Got to get by their own first.
They're by their own. I'm just concerned about them rolling out. No, she's got it on the nose. Well played, well thrown. Gets the 2 that she needs and is going to hand the hammer to Eileen Sormunen, and Sormunen is going to have a 7-6 lead.
So many generous donors from the curling community contributed to ensuring that the 2015 USA Curling Nationals were available to you through this web stream. At this time, we'd like to thank a few more donors who contributed to the program with a gift of $1,000 or more. I want to thank Robert Bridgman, David Flippo, Dean Gemmel, Rich Lepping, Ben Tucker, Russ Lemke, and Bill Peskoff. Thanks again for your contributions. So we've got a game here.
Yeah, it's going to go right down to the last shot. It looks like.
Yep. A lot of close games actually. Everything's within a couple points.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any runaways out here right now.
Yep.
Tight.
So what you'll probably see Corey do is establish 2 center guards. She's calling tight with the first one. She'll probably throw long with the second one. You may see the Sormunen team attempt the tick shot. Just move the guard off to the side.
Mine's a little tight. Yep. Yep. Yep.
2,
Hard.
3.
Okay, over and off. Well, over and off.
3.
Curl past the center a little bit. That's why she had them get off of it. They are going to play the tick shot. You want to throw this with about backline to hack weight. Just catch a little piece of it.
This is from Terry Kolesser, enjoying the 2015 Nats coverage on the web stream with Joe, Sean, and Brian. The men play at 8:30 p.m. tonight, so tune in for more curling. So the feature game in that 8:30 game is going to be Myers versus Gemmel. Myers fresh off a Junior Nationals championship.
Gets a tiny little piece. That is a perfectly executed tick. Pushes it off the center line, rolls the shooter way over.
Oh, look at the spin back in.
Spins back into the house. Not that they don't even need to score this end.
No.
They just need to make sure that Christensen doesn't score, but a perfectly executed tick.
Line's good. Whoa, then. Whoa. Plenty of room. All you. Yep. Hard. Yep. Okay, good throw.
Center line guard's reestablished. We're going to play the tick again. Another. This might go out. Oh,
it did.
And that's going to be a free guard zone violation. That stone's going to go back in play.
Boy, it's so hard to believe that could have made it there. But it did.
Oh, was it that deep?
I saw something funky happened on sheet D in the Brown McCormick game. Alex Carlson's stone was coming down. They were playing a hit, and I saw Becca Funk look like she may have gone down or something or slipped, and a rock in play just barely got touched, but then was pushed back by Debbie. I'm assuming Becca must have burned a rock in the middle of falling or something like that. It was a little bit strange. So what's happening now is McCormick is lying 3 buried. Could be roaring back in that game. So we will be keeping our eye on that game. If this game doesn't go to an extra end, we will for sure go to that one and bring you the end of that one.
Hard! 4 foot girls, yep! Yes, hard! Come on, keep it moving. Go. Far as it goes, yep! Far as it goes, yep! Go. Okay.
Just gets into the top 12 foot. Takes the hit and jams on their stone on the side. But I'm pretty sure the actual call was to peel the guard. I don't think she wanted to hit that rock in the house. Because it was only in the 12 foot, and now Mackenzie can make it better, get it right into the 4 foot top button area.
Yep, hard line, yep! Yes! Really hard line, yep!
Cannot afford to hit this guard.
No, you have to get this by.
Yep, hard! Line's really good, yep! You got it, girls, keep it going, yep!
No. Boy, another great piece of sweeping from this team.
Yeah. Taking it right to the button.
Oh, right to the top of the button. Is that any good?
What a great shot there.
And Corey was calling them for sweeping right out of hand. Stuff like that should be proof to anyone who says that curling is not a physical sport, not a workout. I beg to differ. Try doing that a few times and tell me you're not out of breath. If you do tell me that, you're going to be lying.
So peeling the guard. Now we're in that situation where you have to make perfect single guards.
Yeah.
This is going to be really, really tough.
Yes, it is. And it's got to be a succession of them, too.
Yeah.
Because we're into the first of third rocks.
So if you miss this at all, you miss center line.
I think if this guard is in the way at all, even if it's only covering half to a third of the rock, Eileen is still going to peel it off.
Yeah.
She's not going to risk trying to hit the one in the house unless it's completely open.
Right.
No. Whoa.
You also don't want this too tight.
Whoa, not
Just grabs a little bite of the top 12 foot.
I think that did enough. It's deeper than they wanted, but
Yeah, I think you're going to see Eileen try to take a rip at the double. You come down it from the left side as we're looking at it.
Yep.
You can make the double and certainly roll the shooter away. That's the only problem with being that close.
Mhm.
9-2.
And it makes the double, not the direction they were talking about. So it leaves the center one there.
2.
So that's still going to be something Corey can use to draw around. Over on sheet E, Kim Wapala steals 2 in the 9th and will head into the 10th with a 10-6 lead over Jordan Moulton.
No. Where? Whoa. No, just a 2. Whoa, just a 2. Whoa. Sit.
Patty Lank has an 8-6 lead over Nina Roth playing the 10th. Roth with hammer. Joanne Smichai has a 6-5 lead over Kate Burt in the 10th. Burt with hammer.
something cruel has just happened to us in the broadcast booth. We were given a heater. Can't figure out how to work it. So that was kind of cruel.
And for reasons unknown, it is absolutely freezing in our corner up here.
Great run back there. Nowhere to hide for Christensen now.
Yeah, she has to throw the guard.
Oh, there we go. Brian figured it out.
So throw the center guard. Eileen will peel it. And then the only place to hide is going to be over there on the right behind those corner guards. And at that point, Eileen will have a draw basically to the full 8 foot for the win. There is something, you could also go ahead and go behind now.
Yeah.
And then you might see Eileen maybe try to follow you, but if she doesn't get there, you put a second one in and make her throw against 2.
Yeah.
There is something to be said for that. I'm not counting on her missing a draw to the full 8 foot.
No, I wouldn't either.
No. So I would probably try to make her shoot against 2. Because she's going to peel this, I can guarantee you. It's not a terribly simple peel. Either direction brings in jam possibilities. They're going to call a timeout. Coach Scott Baird will head down to the ice and advise them.
I almost feel like it's better to peel alone.
So it'd be on the side versus
think they just
right in the middle.
I'm going to talk about which way is better to peel.
We're just wondering what the best way to peel it is. That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Versus really thin. Right. Yeah.
Hello.
I'm assuming we should peel this, but do we peel it into our own? Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
And even if it sticks, it's wide open.
Yeah, and if you cut it thin, a little bit it's easier to get over the top of that.
I mean, we can't cut it too thin, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
It's pretty straight over here.
So they talked about which way to peel it.
I think we can.
They like driving it in the direction of their own. They're not trying to hit their own, obviously, but if it does, it's going to be way out in the 12 foot. There's a lot of separation, so it's actually much tougher to jam it on that. If you try to peel it the other way into the reds, if you hit it just wrong, it could actually bounce off and spin into the forefoot if you really got unlucky. So they're just not even going to take the chance. Peel, and it's going to go, just ticks it, but keeps it in the house. So well executed. Now the only place for Corey to go is behind those two guards on the right.
You like that?
Yeah.
She probably,
It's like you said, we could
to be fully buried, I don't even think she'll be full 8 foot, so she could be just full 8 foot.
You got
Really no other choice, though.
Nope, she has to hide one, and is going to have to hope for a miss from Eileen on her last.
So, Brown got 2 in the 9th.
Yeah, I didn't see how.
Yeah.
When last I looked, McCormick was lying 3 behind about 4 guards. So I'm not sure what succession happened there, but now Erica Brown has an 8-5 lead.
Yep.
And McCormick's going to have to generate 3 to tie that game up.
Where? Has room. Mine's good. Room, guys, room. Mine's good. Well,
Blank took 2 in the 9th.
only wait. Whoa.
Got an 8-6 lead over Roth.
Whoa, lots of room, guys.
There's the draw coming down. Got to get buried. It's hanging way out there.
This has to curl big time.
Got to be shot. They are.
They're going to be shot, but it's wide open.
Yep.
Got all of it?
All of it in space on both sides. So just make this go away.
Well, I'm kind of worried about it. Because how much it curls? Or potentially curls?
Potentially, or if it's straight.
So like a 10?
Sure.
Or 9.5? I think like here. 9.5 to 10?
I like that. Yep.
Like a 9.
So final stone of the 10th coming for Eileen Sormunen. Open hit.
Yep.
Remove the rock.
Yep.
Pick up a win.
Yep. Clean.
And looks like no mistake. She's on the nose and will actually score 2. And that'll go into the books as a 9-6 victory over Corey Christensen. And that's the first game to finish up of the draw. All the others are still playing their 10th ends.
We plan to shift over to sheet D. We'll catch the last few stones of that game. But maybe we can picture what's going over here on sheet A. Oh, this is sheet A that you're looking at right now.
What you've got is Nina Roth needs 2 to tie, and she is yellow. And those rocks you see are the only rocks in play. She's second shot but wide open. There's a bunch of red length stones, including shot stone biting the 4, and another one full 12 in front of it. So they're talking about how to approach it. This is Jamie Sinclair's last shot coming up.
They had just called timeout there.
And that was Coach Ann Squishelm out there advising them, telling them that they kind of need to deal with shot rock now. Even though their second shot is wide open, they have to open up the middle a little bit.
Time clocks are interesting on this sheet. They both have about 2 minutes left.
It should be plenty of time. We're running thinking time here.
Yeah.
So once the stones are in motion, the clocks actually stop.
Mm-hmm.
We're about to get the hammer shot coming down from Kate Burt on the next sheet over. She's got a draw against 2.
Needs 1 to go into an extra there.
Stone is away for Kate. She's playing a quiet weight hit through a port. Gets through a port, makes the hit for one. And so the Burt Michai game is going to go to an extra end. And Joanne Michai will have the hammer.
So Patty just called timeout here on sheet A.
Yeah, Jamie Sinclair's attempted double jammed. So it left Patty possibly sitting shot. She might actually be second now in the top of the 8-foot. But the yellow Rothstone is still wide open. So they're talking about how best to approach it. They've called timeout, and Coach Peter Stolt is out there. Down to thirds rocks in the game we're showing you here, McCormick Brown. McCormick needs 3 to tie. Looks like she's having Courtney George throw one more guard. She will have to come in on the next one. This is Alex Carlson throwing a peel. Makes a double peel. Removes both guards, rolls the shooter. Perfect shot. Now with almost nowhere for Debbie to hide, she has to draw behind that stone that's way out there in another zip code.
Gonna have to do it twice.
Yeah, gonna have to do it twice and hope that Erica gets nothing on either of her shots. Right here in front of us, Patty Link hits the open Roth rock and looks like she's sitting 3 all across the top of the house. Nina's going to have to make a couple of very good shots to tie the game and send it to an extra end.
It's possible she's sitting 4, actually.
She may be sitting. Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yes, you're right. I think she is.
Back 8-foot there.
So Courtney George's draw just doesn't get behind the guard. You're not normally drawing that wide, so the ice is a bit of a guess. But this is a wide open hit for Erica Brown to remove this stone and pick up a win.
Gave them over on sheet E as a final. Winds up being 10-6. Paula beats Moulton.
So Erica's final shot on the way. Sweepers are just cleaning. It's on target. Makes the hit, and that's going to be an 8-5 win for Erica Brown over Debbie McCormick. And we'll see how that game plays in the rankings later in the week.
So here's the tap.
Right in front of us, Nina Roth makes a lovely tap through a port to the back of the 4-foot, but she is shot stone. So that's gonna force something from Patty Lank.
Looking at her time, she's got over a minute.
She's got over a minute to throw her last rock. She's fine. The rule is the clock stops once the delivering team's stone crosses the near tee line, and that's the tee line that's right in front of them. So as long as she's at that point in a minute, she's fine. They've already used their timeout.
Looking at a run back.
Yeah,
at least that's what I thought.
She was looking at a freeze, but I'm not sure a freeze is there. Maybe she's just. Oh, now she's changed to the run back.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. I think initially she was icing for a tap, but that's very hard. I like to run.
Yep.
I would play it.
So in your picture-in-picture, you're looking at the extra end on sheet B, which is the only other game that's still out there.
Patty Lank's final stone on the way. Really just wants to remove this yellow. Doesn't really need to stick it. Looks pretty close.
Oh, great
and
shot.
Oh, sticks it right behind the guard.
And that's
and
it.
there is no shot for two there for Nina Ross. So lovely play. I'm not sure how technically that'll be scored. I believe that last time will just be X'd out. But nonetheless, it's a win for Patty Lank over Nina Roth.
So one game left on the sheet. It's Kate Burt versus Michai.
Now, Michai will need to keep it open. She's got the hammer. Kate Burt will want to steal. Burt throwing red.
In a good steal position right now, sitting on the button. A couple guards out front.
Yeah.
Has a chance to cap the other side.
Yeah, Giants is gonna have to have a succession of peels made to open it up. So that stone actually comes into the house. Probably not where Kate wanted it.
So the time clock's reset in the extra end. I believe they both have over 3 minutes left.
Yes, yeah. For each extra end, you get, I believe it's 5 minutes.
That's what I thought it was too.
I believe it's 5 minutes of thinking time. Makes one, makes two, makes the double. Very nicely thrown by, I believe that's Carol Strawny. I hope I'm saying that right. But with those guards out front, Kate Burt will want her third, Steph Jensen, to make the come around. Just get it buried for now, even if it's a touch deep.
Can get around that guard.
Line is really good on this.
Oh, beautiful.
It is dead around, right on the top of the 4 foot. What a great shot from Steph Jensen. Kimberly Rhyme, third for Giants. Peels off the center.
Bird's going to have to try to replace that.
Yep, that's the rock that she's going to have to steal this game with.
It's hanging out there again.
Yeah, this will need to warp. I'll have to sweep it.
There it goes. I'll touch that center line. Nicely done.
Gets a piece of the center line.
Nicely done.
Giants, you have to peel the center. You could try the double peel. Drive the yellow into the red and split them both out. Rhyme's going to slide down. They're going to talk about it a little bit. I think she was asking if she likes the peel or running back the yellow. For me, it's no decision. I think you have to peel. Unfortunately, we don't have mics. We wish we could tell you what they're saying, but we don't know. They're just gonna play the single peel.
Looks pretty good for the single.
No mistake, just makes the one peel. Down to Skip's rocks. Kate will reestablish the guard. Johance's likely final shot, assuming Kate makes both of her guards. She will probably have to throw an out-turn draw to the forefoot. I'm sure she's thinking about that now.
Remember, at 8:30 Eastern Time, we've got Myers versus Gemmel in the first draw of the men's side of this championships. And tune right back into this webpage.
Kate Bird's first shot on the way.
Haven't touched this at all. Now they get on it.
This really has to curl hard.
Waited for the break.
Looks like it's going to be coming into the house. That's much tighter than he wanted. That's going to give Joyance a chance to make a double. You'd kind of like to slash this, get it going over the top, drive it at an angle so that your shooter rolls away. You could make the nose double, but you're going to leave your own stone right there. And Kate will just go right around it.
Might be the shot of the game here. Needs to curl.
Oh.
It needs to curl.
Well, she gets just the top one.
Kate's going to have her chance to defend that last stone.
Joanne's got just a little bit full of the broom on that one. Looked for a minute like she might breeze by everything, but at least she got rid of the top one.
Now, Kate can't defend everything. She can defend that stone on the center line side, but can't stop short run back. Can't stop the draw.
Yeah, Joanne's is going to have a shot of some sort to win no matter what.
Yep.
If I were her, I would start thinking about drawing the button.
Yeah,
because I think that's going to be her best shot, because Kate's stone isn't even full forefoot. And there you see it's just a little over half forefoot, so the entire button is available. Kate Burt's final stone.
Still drifting out there.
They finish hard.
Yep.
This one looks like it's a little bit tighter than the last one, so it should get there.
That's well done.
Yep.
Oh,
No, it's good.
That's good. Real good.
Pretty well dead covered. So
Yeah.
Joyance has the draw. She's.
I think she had that short run back in her brain from about 3 shots ago.
Yeah, I know, and that's.
No, that's the
That's
shot
what she's
she's
gonna
going to play.
play.
Yep. Sean, I don't want to jinx anything,
Well, honestly though,
but it could be 12 ends here.
Yes, it could. We could live up to our name of the 12th End Sports Network.
Yep.
Because if she makes the hit and rolls out, we could have a blank extra end. So, here we go. Final stone coming for Joyance. Playing the short run. Oh, this needs to curl. Oh, I think she's got it too thin. Oh.
Yeah, just over the top.
That's
And Kate
gonna.
Bird is going to steal her way to victory in the extra end, and with a 7-6 victory. Well, Sean and Brian, nice first draw here. A lot of close games came down to the last stones. I hope we can expect the same thing at 8:30 when we've got our feature game of Myers versus Gemmel in the first draw, the men's side of this championships. Thanks for tuning in, and we will catch you again at 8:30.